And the stream is up. Ah, okay. It's,
Let me wait for the ad to finish and then make sure I can hear everything.
okay. But it's good to be back today.
Alright, the ad finished.
Everything sounding good?
You're a little quiet, but I can hear everybody.
Okay. I can turn it up in OBS real quick. How's that? Hmm?
Seems a little bit better.
Okay. Sweet. Well, let's get to this then.
We need to go to a new city, finally.
That we do. But it is good to be back this weekend after last weekend. Would you not agree?
Oh, I very much prefer being here to, in the hospital.
Yeah, that was not fun. That was not a fun weekend at all. Though it was significantly worse for you than it was for me. Where are you going?
To this gate over here.
Ah. Why?
Because we're going to beer tour.
We're going to beer tour? We're going on a beer tour? We're gonna get hammered?
We did that in Moria. You complained.
I complained about it in Moria because it kept teleporting us all over the place.
Yeah, it literally toured us.
I mean, if I can do my own beer tour, then, you know, it might be different. If I could choose the destinations, thank you.
No, you go where the beer takes you.
Uh-huh.
Don't you know these things?
Apparently not. Okay, I gotta reorient myself with where we're at and what we're doing, though.
Well, we're in Wildermore.
I gathered that much. I remember that.
It's
know-
snowy here when
I
it
know-
shouldn't be.
I know we're chasing a frost giant. Of Saruman's making.
We ran into Nona and she was all conflicted.
Yeah, because she wants to skrunk horn, but, you know, she Wait, what are we doing with these banners? Oh.
We are destroying defiled banners.
She wants to scrunk Horn's horn.
Is that what made you chuckle?
Yes, that's what made me chuckle.
That's a fun little banner destroying sound.
Hey, look, there's a stable master.
Hail, traveler. Are you here to help us?
Yes, if we bring provisions, but we don't because we don't need to eat.
Well, he asked me if I was here to help them.
That one you could probably say yes to.
I mean, that's the plan.
It's your whole purpose for being.
Orcs have planted their flags before the doors of Beer Tour homes as a trophy of their thorough efforts at pillaging, but perhaps some people survived. Many dead men from Beer Tor lie strewn about the town unburied, defiled by orcs even in death. These men are not trophies of orcs, but brave villagers who fought to save their town. They should be given a proper respite in death. The forces of Isengard have invaded Beer Tor, settling in as the new masters of this Rohirrim town. You should defeat their cruel new masters of Beer Tor to avenge the people of Voldemort who lost their homes. You do not have to ask me twice if I want to be a homicidal sociopath. The answer is always yes. Wait, Glaewyn sings? What? Glaewyn's here?
Yeah, he's somewhere. So basically there was a little pop-up text that said, you know, Glaewyn is really sad to see that this town is all destroyed and taken over, and so now he's composing a song about it.
Gotcha.
Because he's a bard.
Yep. The ultimate seductress.
And so now we have to kill orcs while he composes his song. Because they know that we don't have the patience to stand there and wait for it.
Is it going to be anything about toss a gold to your witcher?
Doubtful. There's no witchers or gold here.
You see, I only like hearing toss a gold to your witcher.
What about the one from the game that Priscilla sings?
Oh, that is a good one. I do need to play that game again. My only issue is I've beaten it like twice, like... You've defeated many foes in Beer Tor to avenge the villagers who lost their homes and lives.
It's still a really good game. And you haven't played it on PC.
This is true. I have not. And I probably should, because it is an awesome and amazing game. One of my favorites that I've ever played. And that's saying a lot.
You could technically get mods on PC.
I could. I don't know why I'd want to. The base game was plenty for me. I mean, you know, I beat it on, like, Game Plus edition. Well, I beat...
But you never got to the Detloff fight.
No, because so when we got the new TV, I've explained this to you, that weird humming sound just drove me insane when it was connected to the soundbar. And I'd have to, you know, like restart the PS4 to get it to go away.
See, you got to do a highest difficulty game that way.
Maybe.
On your PC, where there's no buzz.
Well, the only reason I was able to do, you know, playthrough plus on the highest difficulty was because I had all the stuff from my normal difficulty playthrough.
Well, then sounds like you gotta play twice, or just be really hard on yourself and just naked level 1 Geralt, Death March difficulty or whatever it's called.
I think it's Death March. But I mean, I had a really, really good build with Geralt. Like, just a really absolutely solid one with potions and whatnot. I was a frickin' tank. Oh, we should search within for survivors now. You put many of the former inhabitants of Bir Tor to rest. These brave men may now lie in peace, safe from orcs. This home has been thoroughly ravaged by orcs. Yes, so much so that it appears to be snow coming in from the ceiling. Ooh, backpack. This home is empty and cold. Much like my heart.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know, I was trying to think of something emo that would go along with it.
Channel your inner 14-year-old.
Something like that. I mean, I was never really an emo 14-year-old, but...
Where did you go?
I went inside. But it never gave me any pop-up text. Hold on.
You might need to wander around and actually, like, search it.
Yeah, this home has been wrecked by orcs, and no survivors remain within. There we go. Did you know we'll never win back this puny town?
Puny orcs.
Puny god. Alright, Dill. Don't worry about it. Have fun with your raid.
Oh, look, a dude with a name.
Yeah, that's the second. Won't be fun, just... Well, if it's any consolation, it'll probably be less pain than what we went through last weekend, because she ended up in the hospital with emergency surgery. So, hence why we weren't here. For some reason, it wouldn't let me in the door. Yep, surgery. This home has been destroyed. Yeah, do you want to explain, hon?
Yeah, I'm all good now. Needed my gallbladder removed. So, it's gone.
Yeah, she'd been in pain for like over 24 hours, and at that point we're just like, all right, you know, it's like that's why we didn't stream, because she was still in pain from the previous night and just did not feel up to it. And then we went to an Instacare, and they're like, it's probably a gallbladder thing. And very long story short, they ended up just removing the gallbladder. No, she's largely back to normal. I mean, it's still a little bit of pain with moving around, but by and large, you know, her recovery's gone extremely well. I mean, she's sitting here playing video games within, you know, less than a week of having surgery.
I was playing video games on Tuesday.
Yeah, and the surgery was Sunday. She couldn't dunk a basketball before this. You have torn down the enemy flags planted at the doors of the destroyed homes in Bir Tor. Examine a frosty gust of air. But yeah, so that's why we weren't here. I can't click on it. Like I can't interact with this thing. I can see it, there's a ring above it, I can't click on it.
Try and click the name.
Alright, later, Dill. It wasn't showing up a name initially. Okay, there we go. Frosty gusts of air appeared in Beer Tor. Perhaps it is nothing to worry about, but it is good to notice these things. You suddenly realize that the sudden burst of frosty air might not be a mere coincidence. You begin to shiver. Alright, let's go do this private instance that I am not unfellowshipping for.
In over Beertor, sending shivers down the spines of all caught within.
Alive one, eh? I thought the orcs cleaned this place out. I hope you're ready to die. The boys are right behind me, and behind them, well, you'll just have to hope that you survive long enough to meet him, eh? You should run away, little creature, if you value your hide. But I won't let you do no such thing.
About to say, he's like a very merciful orc.
Well, I feel like Nurzum is coming.
Yeah, he's right there.
Nurzum has arrived. Run the other way. Why, you fools? I like how they got that little spawn on the ground. This way, this way.
I mean, how many times has the game told you to run away and then you run the wrong way?
Are you talking just me in general, or?
Happens to me.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, I'm not sure if you're taking a dig or not.
Oh, we gotta kill both those orcs.
There was a second orc?
Yeah. It says defeat attackers, 1 out of 2.
Ah. Yep, there he be. Ruh-roh, here comes Nurzum. And he's just gonna stand there until he's scripted. It says run north.
Well, north is this way.
And as is that thing. Jump off the cliff. No, no, I've fallen for this trap before. You do not remember anymore. Oh, look at that. I didn't break my leg somehow.
It's a scripted jump.
Yep. Head northeast away from Virtor to the tallest peak. Discovered Staping. What is in Staping? You discovered.
You know, I would have said steeping,
Steep.
but
Whatever. Galadriel is a physically strong masculine woman now, according to Amazon. Of course she is. Cause,
were you reading that thinking that was quest dialogue?
I was actually.
White wizard has taken everything.
I knew someone would find us. It is too late for me, but not for the others. Hey, my horse did a horse, of course, of course.
It's a sad thing.
The man strains as he looks at you, clearly in pain from his wound. It is too late to save me, stranger, but I am glad you have come. You can help us. But first, there is something I would have you do. I cannot do it myself, and I cannot send Ranmald in her condition. My son lies behind us, dead in the snow, where he fought off orcs so that these women could steal away. Will you lay him to rest? My sword is just here. I will not need it anymore. Lay it with him. Kind of reminds me of that bickering couple in chapter 3 of D3. You remember in the fortress? She's like,
Yeah, I remember.
stop going out to fight. And then after the game, it's like, leave his sword behind. He won't need it anymore. You ask the wife of Aldston's son if she wishes to lay a tribute at Kaelston's grave. Because I guess we suddenly know the name of the son. Ronwald closes her eyes sadly and for a few moments seems unable to speak. At last she gives a quiet answer. This pendant, he gave it to me and I have treasured it always. If it is buried with him, it will be a part of me that lies with him. Renwald wishes to place a cherished pendant upon her husband's grave. Oh.
What? Oh.
Oh, okay. So this isn't the son that we're putting the pendant on. I thought it was his mom. Wait, what? Maybe what? Or is it?
All right, it's the old dude's son, but the woman's husband.
Okay.
She's the daughter-in-law.
Thank you. I'm still kind of waking up.
A likely story.
Yeah, it is a likely story. I didn't sleep super well last night. Probably because I had caffeine at like 8 p.m.
Then why did you look at me when I said, how'd you sleep? And you went, oh, pretty good.
I didn't say, oh, pretty good. I said, all right. And I slept okay. So, here lies Saelston, son, husband, and father of Beertor survivors. It is clear from the carnage strewn about him that he was brave and strong. Not many men could have felled so many hale orcs. He sacrificed himself so that the women of Beertor could escape. Okay, so is it steeping or staping?
I would say steeping.
Because it's all Tolkien language, so...
Yeah, just call it steeping.
It is a sad thing.
Thank you, friend. Alston says no more, for he's in great pain. This wound is no good. Please, stranger, fight some yarrow, if ye can. I hope the snow hasn't buried it all. I'll need plenty of the leaves and some snow to pack it on with. We'll patch you up, Thane. Try not to speak. What do you want, stranger? We'll survive here, mark my words. Ye women of Byrtor are hardy. We do not need your help. You notice Eldhild's fingers have turned rather blue, and she shivers beneath her stubborn demeanor. You should bring pelts to these people so that they can survive here. Once again, doing everything for everyone to no gratitude.
That is the purpose of an MMO.
Snowy Grims, surely springing up due to the nearness of Nurzum, can be found throughout the High Knolls. Homicidal sociopath time.
Yeah, that quest is basically we see something moving on the mountain, kill it. You gotta come strip the pelt off the Kit Kat.
That's right. We should watch those movies this weekend, like tomorrow.
Lord of the Rings?
Hobbit. If anything moves on that mountain, kill it. It's been a long time since we watched The Hobbit.
We're still trying to read Lord of the Rings. I think we should do more of that.
Okay, we can do that. I mean, I got painting to do either way.
I like how my arrows can damage a physical manifestation of snow and wind.
Willful suspension disbelief, hon.
I just got really good arrows.
I mean, we are elves.
I see a plant.
I see 3 plants. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Why is the snow that's at our feet just like not good enough for collecting?
Oh. They're very picky.
I mean, we could almost just literally be like, you walk outside, there's snow.
They're very picky. That's all I can really say. I mean, you got to remember, there was a guy that was literally whining about the lack of a fire as he sat next to a fire, which I will never get over. Don't you have enough pelts?
Oh yeah, I do. I'm just still in kill mode.
There's nothing wrong with that. I don't mind killing it.
Oh look, I found some snow.
Some fresh snow. That's what they wanted. Had to be fresh.
Dandruff from Nurzum.
Or diarrhea from Satan.
Nurzum's actually here and making snowy things happen.
I maintain my position. A wild hill goat?
Are you gonna kill the wild hill goat?
No, I let it live.
Oh wow, that hurt.
Yeah, it did. Frick. This is why you got a pocket healer.
My pockets have been healed. I found one of the bears.
Are we looking for bears and hares? Hares on bears?
There's a few of them that exist throughout Middle Earth. They're just a little Easter egg. Find a little bunny on a dead bear pelt.
Yeah, hair on a bear. I got the joke.
That goat bleated.
I did not hear a bleat. I'm not special, I guess.
It sounded like all the goats in this game.
Yeah, they figured like Goaty McGoatface. You have driven back a number of snowy grims that have appeared in the high knolls. So, did the Bodie McBoatface actually get commissioned that way?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because I remember that was like the name that was voted on like overwhelmingly.
Because that's what happens when you leave it up to an internet poll.
Yeah, because you're gonna get trolls, and when you get something like Bodie McBoatface, everyone's gonna go for it.
If I had a vote option of Bodie McBoatface, that's what I'd vote for.
Yeah, I mean, this is great, but I have a hard time. Could you just imagine, like, some captain that's, worked his entire career to get to the point where he's the captain of his own ship, and he's like, I'm serving on the HMS Bodie McBoatface. Did you not hear me, Elf? I said we don't need your help. The women of Bertor are... Edhild pauses an eye to the pile of warm pelts. I suppose there's no use letting these fine furs go to waste. Thank you, I suppose. Ah, very brown and brittle. Not much life left in these poor plants, but it's something. I will try. Now hold ye still, Thane Aldstan. We'll fix you right up.
It is a sad thing
Where?
to watch your
Where is Runmald, stranger? I must speak with her. She must heed my last wish. Aldstan does not look well. It will not be long before he is gone. Still, where are you, my child? Let's see. We'll patch you up, Thane. Try not to speak.
These are desperate times.
Do you no longer see me, kind one? I am here. I am here. Aldstan, what is it you wish to tell me? I am here, dear one. I have not left your side.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Aldstan speaks to Runmald in a fading voice. Dear girl, you have been a daughter to me ever since my son brought you home to us. I know you have not taken to our rough way of life. I know you do not keep many friends outside of my family. I beg you, for the sake of my grandchild, do not be alone. You must survive, and the child that grows in you must survive. My dear, you must learn to get along with the others. Really?
These are desperate times for the
I will try. I wish you would not leave me, but I will do my best. My child will make you a proud grandfather.
It's a sad thing to watch your
Aldstan's breath slows and he grows still. The Thane of Bertor is dead, following his son to a wintry grave.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
You've done enough for now, Vontu. Please, rest. Take some time to yourself. We will bury the Thane and begin to pick up the pieces. It is our turn to bear the burden of what befalls our lands. Go. Come back when you are rested. I can't rest here?
No.
I have to go rest in the snow.
Yes.
Head north behind the mountains to find a place to rest. Or is this going to be known as cave?
No, not quite.
I thought you hadn't done this area.
Well, I can look at the map and see exactly where known as cave is, and that's not where we're going.
Touché.
But look, there's green.
Well, brown, but vegetation not covered in snow. Yes. Oh, I tabbed the wrong thing.
Oh, it's okay. I'm pretty sure we'll survive it.
Ooh, I see a shiny. Nearby, a rocky overlook offers a fine view of the north. Stand and think at the cliff's edge. Thinking spot. That's what they called it. As you look out at the green hills of the great river untouched by Nurzum, you are filled with the overwhelming grief and anger at the plight of Wildemort. Yeah, that's a lot of people who've died. Do I have to talk to them all?
No.
The dead are many, and the vision fills you with grief. The forces of Isengard, Nurzum especially, must pay for what they have done. The sound of women's voices from below startle you from your reverie.
But look, you can see the statue that was in the Great River region from here.
Oh, yeah. You can. Man, it feels like forever ago that we were there. Although it was, a year ago that we were in Moria. So. And it was what, a year, like 3 weeks ago or something like that? Maybe 4? That the first, behold the gates of Moria?
Something like that. I don't remember exactly.
I think it was like either late June or early July that we hit Moria. Which, that was a long expansion. but we helped the dwarves reclaim their ancient kingdom.
I'm afraid of what is
Don't you come any
happening to
closer.
these
Stay
lands.
back. The woman relaxes when she realizes that you are not an enemy. Yes, we escaped Bear Tor. We make north to cross the river into Eosmed. There are others that went towards the Balewood, madness, and others that went with the Thyne's family who were pursued by orcs. We believe this is the safest way. Okay, return to Ranmeld. Oh, I thought you were attacking. Thank you, kind huntress person.
140 Huntress.
I mean, technically, I know that's not a class. They are a hunter, but... You're leaving me behind. I don't know where I'm going.
It's a path.
I don't know where I'm going.
Follow the trail of dead kitty cats.
I still don't know where I'm going.
You know exactly where you're going.
I know where I'm going. Ooh, wild foxgrove. What do we need this for? New deed, blooming in the snow. Oh, okay.
Gotta find the flowers.
Well, that's just a deed. It's not a quest, so...
So we're not going to derail everything and just comb Wildermore for these flowers?
Look, if they show up, I'll pick them. If not, then I'm not going to care too much.
One day far in the future, you might really want those 5 Lotro points.
I mean, seeing as how we pay for VIP, not likely.
I'm afraid
Other
of what is
survivors.
happening
I
to
agree
these
with the
lands.
others. It is madness they go into the Balewood. That forest is haunted.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
I suppose you must leave to find the others then. I had hoped that you would be able to see us to safety again, Valentu. You think upon Runmald's difficult situation. She cannot travel far while pregnant, and the other women do not seem able or willing to care for her in her time of need. Yet you must see to the others who fled the massacred Beer Tor. They may be in need as well. What is to be done? Smack these women into sense. Just like, dude, she's pregnant. Help her out. What do you want? I thought you only ever spoke with nobility in the cave.
Ranmald, in her fragile state, needs the kindness of the other women encamped in the steeping cave.
Ah, see, steeping.
Okay, fine.
These are desperate times.
They
for
do
the
not accept
Rohirrim.
me. Do you see how they will not stand near me? Without Kaelstone or the Thane nearby, they will be openly unfriendly. I've always been kind to them, Vontua. I wish get used to being alone until the child comes.
I'm afraid
Ronald is
of
clearly
what is
isolated from the
happening
woman,
to
a
these
dangerous problem for a
lands.
pregnant woman who must survive a harsh winter. Leave us be, meddler. You'd rather talk to the nobility than to any of us anyhow, eh?
These
Don't ye
are
involve me in it,
desperate
stranger.
times
I've no
for
love for the girl
Rohirrim.
either, even if the Thane wished things different.
These
She
are
thinks she's
desperate
better than
times
us.
for the
That's why.
Rohirrim.
Yeah, that's why. Has ever since she came to our little town from the south, some fancy city. I'm, d- oh, I hear a helicopter.
I'm afraid
You see,
of what
there's
is
no hope to
happening these
reconcile us.
lands.
You ask Ronwald for a few moments to speak with the woman outside. Yes, yes, I will be fine by myself. Take as much time as you need. Why did you want to talk to us out here?
I'm
What now,
afraid of what is
Are you telling us
happening
how
to
we should
these
grieve for our
lands.
own Thane? Aldstone is our loss, not yours. I know why the outsider brought us here. Y'all heard Thane Aldstone's dying wish. Mind ye, he died to protect us, the women of Bir Tor. No matter what our petty squabbles be with that girl. Emoticons!
These are
I think it's just dot, dot, dot.
I know. You ask Kael'thald of what squabble she speaks. What is the woman's problem with Ranmald? It is no longer my concern. Now leave me be, meddler. Ye have struck me hard with grief, bringing me here to see my dear Thane in the ground. I'll be kind to the girl from now on, for him. Why did you bring me here, Vontu? I did not want to see him like this, buried, surrounded by wicked orcs. This was a cruel trick. Ah, it is a stab, a pain to see Kael'thald this way. It hurts, it hurts. I loved him so. We all loved him, and oh, how he flirted. We all thought he would marry Edhilde. But then he met Ranmald far away and brought her here. His attention stopped. It was clear to all of us how much he loved her. And we could not bear it, so we hated her. But you've shown me now, those days are done. So much jealousy and spite over a man who no longer lives. My spite is buried here. I will help his wife and his child. You heard right, Vontu. I thought Kael'thald would be mine forever, but he let me think so until he brought Ranmald here. I'll never like her, no matter how hard you try to stir pity in my heart when I look at her. And I see I was not good enough for him. I shall miss you, Kael'thald. Edhild bows her head. When she looks up again, her eyes are sharp and clear. I'll help Ranmald and see that the son of Kael'thald, my future Thane, will survive this fell winter. I swear it on this grave. I've seen enough, you troublesome meddler. Let us return to the steeping cave. I'll not give Ranmald any more trouble. Good for you!
Quite the moral high ground she's taking.
Mm-hmm. Frithwin and Kael'thald were kind to me when they returned. Edhild is still cold, but I sense that she's changed as well. What did you say to them to make them change their minds? You tell Ranmald that it was private, but perhaps the women will tell her someday. Don't you worry no more, Vontu. We were petty before, but there's a child coming, and we're women of Bir Tor. I've delivered plenty of babies. Ranmald is in good hands. Now that helicopter's like right above us. Well, since we'll be settling in for a while until mother and child are fit to walk far, I'll be needing some firewood to get us started. See if the other ladies need anything for our stay, then you must go ahead and continue your heroism in the rest of Wildemore so we can get home again.
War is upon us. Down with Isengard.
I've been unkind to Ranmald for foolish reasons, I see it now, but we shan't let her be alone now, with her family gone and a little one on the way. If you fix me up with some weapons and basic supplies, I'll teach the others to fight, and we'll defend this cave to the very last. I hope the wagons aren't needed, but I should like to have them just the same. Or I hope the weapons, not wagons, weapons aren't needed. Go to the outskirts of Bir Tor and see what you can scrounge up. Try not to let any orcs see you. We don't want them following you back here.
Will pay for the crimes of
What
the
we need
White
most of
Knight.
all is milk for the child, or if worse comes to worse, meat for the spit. I tended to a goat herd for Bir Tor, and I'm sure some are still alive. Go out and catch some of the goats and bring them back. They're good creatures and they'll follow ye. Okay. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Today's a piece of candy type day, huh?
It would appear that way. I mean,
We're gonna have a parade of goats.
we're doing a lot of collecting today. There's a goat over here.
Look at all these goats.
They're totes goats, McGroats. Maybe they want some oats on a boat.
It's like a mosh pit of goats. Look at them. I'm gonna go take these back to the cave real quick.
Probably a good call.
Don't want to lose the goats among the orcs.
I am selling my overflow inventory while I'm walking there. You're leaving me behind again.
Why are you falling behind?
It's not like I'm choosing to, it's because I have no movement speed modifier. You are my movement speed modifier.
Aw, there's goats in the cave.
War is upon us.
Edhild gives the goats a
Down
fond
with
smile. Poor
Isengard.
frightened dears, we'll do our best not to eat you little goats. We can keep each other alive, eh?
How could we
This'll do nice,
possibly
Vontu. We'll
survive
keep
this?
Ranwald warm until she's out of danger. Now go help the other refugees. If they run into the Balewood, they'll need it.
I still have goat buddies.
Really? Odd. I don't. Oh, I do. Never mind.
They just love us so.
Apparently. Will they fight with us?
Doubtful.
Yeah, probably not.
Though that would have been really funny if they descended upon that cat like piranhas.
Like the otters in that video I showed you from the Ark subreddit,
Yeah.
where they just devoured that Alpha Carno in like 0.3 of a second. Whoa, that is a cliff that we will not survive jumping down.
Oh, yes, we will.
Not all at once.
See, and you didn't even break your
How
leg.
did I not break my leg? I had broken my leg jumping over a fence. How do we do sneaky sneak here? I just want to kill orcs. Also, how are we supposed to do sneaky sneak when we have goats following you?
Aren't they cute? Pet, pet, pet.
Okay, so how do we avoid drawing too much attention if we have to get deep into the beer tour? Oh, I was able to jump the fence.
Stick to the outskirts.
I mean, hopefully we can get everything we need on the outskirts.
You'll never reach the outskirts in time.
Sandstorms are very, very dangerous. There's a hatchet right here.
Ooh, where?
Right here. Now I have a goat following me. Initially, there were 3 following you. Now all of a sudden, I have a goat following me. What the frick is going on?
Goats.
Okay. Well, stop leaving me behind!
Oh, I'm going back the way we came.
I know, but I'm going back the way we came significantly slower than you. Without your movement speed buff.
There, does that help?
Yes, it does, actually. Significantly. Okay, now you're just doing it out of spite.
I'll be like an escort NPC.
You're not stopping every 3 feet to cry. Oh my god. Oh, you are silly. Are you seriously doing this?
Maybe.
Oh, you're cute. Ruh-roh. Oh, I fell down. I slid down the cliff.
Geronimo!
Such a goob.
If I was a real escort NPC, I would have reset right then.
Probably.
I contemplated it for about half a second. I'm like, I could walk all the way back to where we found that last weapon stash. But I did not think it would be very appreciated.
Eh, probably not.
Look at that. We did a whole quest, and we killed nothing.
I know. I feel empty inside.
War is
Thank
a
you,
curse.
Vontu. These will do
No
well
one
until we can
Isengard.
move Runmount safely out of the cave. She's a
How could we possibly
a
survive?
forge, by the way. Randomly. Weirdly enough, she's a
These
forge.
are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Must you go look for them? I was hoping you could stay here, though you did me such kindness to make these women my friends at last. Nay, I see this that you must search for survivors, and help them as you have helped us. We will stay here and survive until it is safe to come out again. I hope we meet again, Vontu. I have lost so much since Bir Tor was taken, but gained so much too. Why are there still goats following us?
They love us so much.
Did you leave the cave already?
Yeesh.
Okay. Are you on a war steed? No, you're on your regular horse.
Which means jingles.
Yep. No, it's just jingle.
Just hear that sleigh goat jingling. Ring ting tingling too.
It's not Christmas. We're still 5 months out.
You're the one riding a Christmas goat. You can say nothing.
I can say everything. Just because it's a Christmas goat doesn't mean I'm celebrating. It means that I was fortunate enough to get a very rare drop during the Christmas event.
You're also riding a Christmas goat.
I mean, I'm not going to deny that it is, Christmas themed, but it's just a goat at the end of the day.
A house.
Discover the lonely height.
Look at all these other
You
goats.
spot a small home and smell a cooking fire. But we can't go inside. Imagine we'll
Oh,
be coming
dude's
back
over
there.
here.
Oh, okay.
I do not know.
I saw you below, stranger, and wondered if you would venture this way. If you are in a rush to get under those trees, I saw a campfire just to the southwest not long ago, shortly after the sacking of Bir Tor. Not a good sign for folk to flee under the roof of those trees. Balewood is haunted, you see. Those people need help, if you ask me, but none are brave enough to venture there.
These are desperate times.
You ask the man if he needs any assistance since you are passing through. No, thank ye. I keep to myself up here, and I like it that way. But if you want to know what's amiss up on this tour, the wildcats are more vicious than usual. Ye might want to look into the matter if you have time. Oh, and watch out for them crows. They're new.
Ooh,
You feel the presence of a menace nearby. The wildcats of the high knolls have invaded the hillsides where wild goat herds now starve without food. Their own dwindling food supply making them especially hostile. You feel unfriendly eyes on you in this part of the knolls wherever you go. Krebine dot the peaks in the western high knolls. Saruman's spies reporting all that goes back to their corrupted master. What's with the goats? Are they just never going to leave us? Or
I wonder.
You?
I wonder how far we'll be able to take the goats with us.
Well, they're only following you. Mine left me. But then again, one came back to me. So, hey, my horse said a horse. Of course.
There's a dead bird over here.
Okay, I'm on my way. Oh, we have to examine goats.
I found some of the goats that need examining. Look away, tame goats. This is not for your little baby goat eyes.
Oh, there's a solo warband not too far from here. The High Knolls Blizzard, a deadly cluster of frost grims, has settled into the hills of the High Knolls. Do we want to go for it?
We could if you want.
Yeah, sure, why not? We're here.
You sound oh so enthusiastic.
I mean, we've been... Warbands have not quite held the same excitement they used to. To be entirely honest, we've done a lot of them. This goat has died of starvation. The creatures of Wildemore are showing signs of fading. Yeah, I mean, when you can't get your food, that's going to happen. That's just kind of the natural consequence of an ecosystem that's thrown out of whack like this. You have examined many starved knolls in the western hills of the High Knolls. I've starved goats. Gosh dang it, I can't talk this morning. The signs of an epic struggle to survive are apparent all over Wildemore. Oh, wow.
Don't die.
Oh, did we survive? Is there anything left? I'm still in combat.
There's a storm shard over here.
Okay, well now I'm out of combat. You defeated the High Knolls Blizzard, earning the gratitude of the people of Wildemore. Cool.
Oh, these are not hungry snowstalkers.
Ah. Yep, that would complicate things.
Those ones have plenty of food.
Yep. No, I mean, when you got this many goat corpses around. Oh, whoops. You fended off many of the hungry snowcats stalking in the western hills of the High Knolls. Alright, so now we just need Krebine, and a lot of them.
Seven of them, to be specific.
I need 8. I must have missed a bird that you picked that you got.
Oh, well then we'll get 8.
And you have these things like dead before I can even get close to them.
I just got good arrows.
You do. You really do.
I really think it would be very funny if these goats followed me like all the way to Minas Tirith.
That would be interesting to see. Dick, I didn't mean to do that. I just totally wasted one of the celebrant salves I got out of that box for the warband.
How often do you use potions?
I haven't used potions in like a very long time. I think not since we did the turtle fight. Well, I don't run out of power. Because, you know, everything is reasonably under level for where we're at. So it's like I hardly ever go down to like, you know, 90 or 80% of my current power unless we're doing something really big. Okay, I need 2 more.
Then you've missed another one that I killed.
Oh, really? How? I've Oh, that would be why. Okay. Yeah, my bad. For some reason I thought that was just leftover goat.
Just some leftover goat.
Yep.
I found him.
Nice.
You made a friend.
That's not uncommon. I make lots of friends here when we're playing. Okay.
Oh, find the largest Krebine. Where's he? This way.
Oh, hold on. Heath is shooting at text. I gotta answer real quick. Okay. Okay, let's go. I mean, he was asking about the pizza since he's picking it up from Papa Murphy's. So, I wanted to register my opinion.
Sardines and pineapple.
The options were pepperoni, 3 cheese, or pepperoni and sausage, and I think you know which one I went for.
Naked. Just bread and tomato sauce.
Yes, that's exactly how I like pizza.
I knew it. Can't trust Big Pizza not to put toxins into your pizza.
Something like that. Oh, do we have to talk to the bird? This Crabine is bigger than the others and seems to know that you have a message for it to bear to Saruman. These spies are the most perceptive. You wrap the beaks in a cloth, tie them to the Crabine, and chew him off. Saruman must be taught that all will resist, all will defy him, wherever he imposes his will. Well, I've got to wait for that to respawn.
Oh, sorry. I got rid of it.
It's all good. It's not that big a deal. Saruman must be taught that all will resist, all will defy him wherever he imposes his cruel will. There we go. All right. You defied Saruman as best you could from this remote location. Hopefully he will be vexed by this affront.
I don't know if vexing Saruman is really the wisest course of action.
Eh.
You're like, who cares about that?
I mean, I'd stick fingers in his eyes. You're leaving me behind! I don't have a movement speed buff to catch up to you!
We're going back to this, huh?
Oh, come on, don't do this.
Look, trees! This is a rather dense patch of trees.
Yeah, just a bit.
Look, another goat!
Yep.
I should just keep collecting goats.
Oh. How did I not break my leg there? There's another warband, but it's a small fellowship.
I declined it for now.
Okay.
So if nothing else, I gotta wait 5 minutes to accept it again.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not terribly concerned.
Did you just hear a loud thump?
No. Like in-game or from the cat?
Yeah, in the game. In
oh,
the game.
yeah, no, I didn't.
I'm not going the right way.
I'm just following you. I have no idea where I'm going.
That's a terrible idea.
I mean, yeah, it's generally led to me, many a broken leg, but...
It's not gonna let me Skyrim my way up.
Very few games will let you Skyrim your way up outside of Skyrim.
Oblivion.
That would fall under one of those very few games.
You have come to aid us.
I am afraid.
Are you a ghost? Nobody in their right mind would come here. I wish I had not done so myself.
I am afraid.
The forest is no place for my people, Vontu. The orcs spill forth from the wood each day, and while my men and I have been able to slay a few of their stragglers, their force is simply too large for us to engage. If you seek to enter Fangorn in search of my people, you must be mine. Wait, Fangorn? I thought this... Is that the Balewood?
This is the eaves of. This is one of the edges of the forest.
In search of my people, you must be mindful of their patrols and know that still even more lurk upon the frozen trail into the forest. Confer with my men. Perhaps they can explain what dangers you face. And once you've done that, look to the road. If the orcs pass on their foul mounts, you may have a chance to sneak into the Balewood.
I do not know.
So Surdik would have you enter the forest. There are strange happenings afoot within the Balewood, Vontu. It is as if the forest itself has come alive with a rage. The few times that I have ventured within to observe the orcs, I have felt eyes on my every move. I know not if it was merely my fear of being seen by orcs or that something unnatural dwells within. Take heed if you travel into the forest, for more than orcs may rally against you. Be wary, Vontu. The orcs have cut a swath through the forest in Nurzum's wake, and they patrol the path constantly. Their numbers are great, and their armor far thicker than most. I cannot promise your safety if you stick to the wilds, but I assure you, the orcs will find you, and quickly if you do not. What do you... Did I miss something up here?
Oh, up here.
Does he have a quest?
Look out the little window.
Ah, you look up. You hear the snarls of the wargs in the distance. Look to the road. I see. The orcs have passed. You would be wise to stay clear of the road that they have cut through the Balewood, lest you be caught by their raiding parties. The time is now or never. You must venture into the Balewood before another wave advances. Vontu, you must travel into the forest before more warg riders rally along the path. If you find any sign of the refugees of Bir Tor, you must aid them if you can. I know not how close they have come to the forest's edge, but if you find anything, a bag, a scrap of clothing, footprints, or even one of their fallen, please search elsewhere nearby. My men and I will hold their attention here along the road. You must go now. Yeah, I really don't need Varg.
Yeah, Warband's right there. Whoop, Hjorn.
So we are at the edge of the Fangorn then.
Yeah.
Okay. So Fangorn is the Balewood. How did you get dismounted?
This frosted wood troll.
Ah.
Oh, here we are.
A small rucksack in the distance catches your eye.
Aww.
You've stumbled upon a snow-covered rucksack in the Balewood. If you move quickly, it is possible you may find some of the refugees of Bir Tor nearby. Ow. Joy. I hate solo instances.
Great and terrible things
They haven't done it to us for a while.
If any of
True.
the refugees from Bir Tor yet survive, they will need aid.
A muffled yell pierces the snowfall as a refugee runs into view. Help me! Anyone, please! Thank you for your aid, stranger. Huna struggles to catch his breath. My fellows and I became separated when the wood trolls attacked us. I feel a coward for abandoning them so, but we are defenseless. I know not what fates have befallen them by now. You look like a hearty runekeeper. Will you aid me in my search for them? Sure.
Kind of why you're there.
Y'all are, stupid useless without us, so. I ran for some time, Vontu. Let me catch my breath. Oh boy. Slow down, adventure! I fear the others were not as fortunate as I, but we may yet find them. Enough rest. We must find the others. Well, at least you're moving. Do you hear that? Let us away, Vontu. I fear no good will come of us staying on the road. We should take refuge among the trees here, and perhaps then we shall find my fellows. Ah, what fortune! A cave. Perhaps we can seek Oh, Una, can it be so? Beba, are you safe? Where are the others? For the moment, yes. I discovered an empty cave as I ran. But alas, I heard not of the rest of us. A frantic yell coming from the orc roadway pierces the air. That sounded like Leowald. Quickly, to the road. A surly ogre captain standing over a wounded refugee sees you approach. Well, looks like there's more than trees here after all. Chop them up, boys. Oh, you just wish you could. I think there's no rescue for me, stranger. The Uruk, he was too strong. Leave me. I'll cut you down myself, wretches. You'll... Ooh, why am I trembling? What's this? Oh no, lucky you. Sounds like Nurzum's come to crush you himself. Oh boy. What? Hack it down, now! I can't move, it's crushing me! Help! Ah! Stay away from me! I'll burn you alive, I swear it! Your kind have no power over us. Or your kind... No, that's the orc. You summon the courage to stand as the vicious horn beats back the Uruk captain. Quickly, we must seek shelter in the cave. You've escaped Rottenheart and the orcs. Oh, talk to Huna. This forest is dangerous, but we have made it. If these are truly the forces we are to contend with in this forest, I hold not much hope for our escape. Nevertheless, thank you for your aid, friend. We would have succumbed to the cold, even if those monsters had not found us. I mean you no ill will, but such terrors are likely even beyond your skill, friend. You are welcome to stay with us until it is again safe to leave the cave. Come, let us warm ourselves and rest inside. Come, let us flee into the cave and leave such violence to the likes of them. Are you ready to follow us? Sure.
Why, hello.
I do not know if we will
Hey.
survive this onslaught.
I cannot thank you enough for your aid. Vontu, we have wandered into the cold and dark. We have wandered in the cold and dark for some time now, and many of our numbers splintered when the orcs and trees fell upon us. Your bravery in aiding us, especially Leodwald, was remarkable. I know not what horrible fates would have visited us had you not intervened. The creatures that roam this forest are those of the most dangerous breeds. You two should not remain here should remain here at least for a short time, lest they find you again. This cave is no home of mine, but if it keeps us from harm, we shall make our camp here for now.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Mountu, I know not what lurks outside this cave. If it is anything like what we have seen already, I fear the worst for all of us. We lack arms, and the winter's chill bites at us even here. Nothing in this forest welcomes us. I would not be surprised if this cave collapsed upon us. Perhaps the road south is overrun. Perhaps there's a way for us to escape, even if only to another cave in the high knolls or to the camp south of which you spoke. We cannot follow the road lest the riders run us down, but perhaps we can find ways to the northwest or east. Travel outside of the cave and tell me if there is a clear path out of this forest. Be safe, Vontu. We would surely be lost without you.
These are desperate times.
I am certain that you have heard, but we are not the only ones who fled into the Balewood. Our kinsmen are lost in the forest, and I fear we may never see them again. They are ill-equipped to survive in such conditions, and the orcs hounded us at every turn. From what I have seen of you, you can handle such troubles, my friend. If you could, please search for them. When we were separated, we were not far from here, but I know but I know not how far they may have wandered in the dark. Man, I cannot talk today.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Huna and Leodwald may have concerned themselves with our escaping from this forest, but I know not how they imagine we can do so after such violent happenings upon the road. It is not beyond me to think that we shall be here for a goodly while, and if we are to survive, we will surely need warmer clothing. The wood trolls harried me until I found this cave, but as I ran, I saw slain orcs on the forest floor. The orcs of this land are very dangerous to be certain, but if you could tear the clothing from those that lay slain, we could survive the chill that reaches even into this cave. I will not speak of the odor that we shall be forced to endure, but such is the price of survival. If you can retrieve these clothes for me, I can tailor them into more fitting sizes for the others.
Grab the mushroom.
Oh, is this another part of that deed?
That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. We're probably going to want to call it and not terribly long, just so we can start getting ready for, when Heath and Galen show up.
Okay.
But, I mean, we still have some time. Okay, so we've established that they would not make it far this way.
What is this quest marker over here?
Probably, one of the directions we would have to go for, the refugees' sake. Oh, or maybe not. A
These are
cave!
just
Oh, thank you,
pretend for the
stranger.
Wolf King.
I lost my goats.
It was bound to happen eventually.
They died in this forest.
This refugee of Beer succumbed to the cold. I don't know where they are, but...
Somewhere in the underbrush. But here's a backpack.
Yes, that is a backpack.
Have I gotten you thoroughly lost yet?
Oh, just a bit. Wood trolls lurk all around you. The refugees could not defend against such creatures. Do we have to kill wood trolls? I feel like there was a quest to do. No, we have to kill the orcs for their Gosh dang it! We need to go back to the orcs. I gotta collect fallen clothing.
No, we gotta find dead orcs. But there's a bunch of refugees up here.
Oh,
or here's a dead orc.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I don't need the Warband Varg quest again.
Oh, but the warband Varg needs you.
Here's another refugee. How lucky I am to have been found. Thank you for your aid, friend. That orc despawned on me. Oh, it's back. Hey, you're leaving me again!
I'm just going to all the little ring markers. I'm staying in the area.
Okay. Did you get this refugee?
Think so.
Okay.
Alright, I'm up to 3 refugees and 3 orc clothings.
I have two. Yeah, I have 3 refugees and 2 orc clothings, but as soon as this guy respawns, I'll have 3. There we go. Okay. Bruises and wide wounds mark this refugee. This must have been the work of the wood trolls.
Where are they?
Where? Who?
The dead refugee.
Did you not get him?
Oh, there he is. I was just looking for his body. I was like, where is it?
Alright, I gotta wait for the guy to respawn.
Boing.
I hear a horn. The cold bites at me, stranger. I must reach shelter. Thank you for finding me in these bleak woods.
This place looks so warm and inviting. Exactly the kind of place you would want to live.
Oh, yes. You are once again leaving me behind. I'm sorry I can't move faster.
Look at this. I'm breaking my own leg.
And you say you're not carrying me. This refugee met his end at the hands of orcs. Oh, you made a friend.
I never pulled out my weapon, so I don't think he ever actually attacked.
Oh, okay, well. Then I might have made a friend.
That's okay. We like friends.
Theoretically.
Now I made a friend.
Alright, so we still need to search north of the cave for a clear route.
Well, yes, we do.
Alright, we might want to call it after we turn all this in. After we do that and turn this in, because we got, stuff we need to get ready and prepared for.
Okay.
Plus, I, like to shower and whatnot.
Shower?
Mhm.
Who does that?
I mean, I typically like to shower. Uh-oh. Weapons got pulled.
Yeah, you made lots of friends.
So I did. Wait, didn't we already establish that they couldn't go this way?
We're going a slightly different place. We just got to get around to it.
Ah. You mean you have encountered a glade of wandering horns. There is no safety here. Yeah, they screwed.
We cannot get out.
No, hold on, I broke my... Oh, the cave's right here. I broke my leg twice.
I am afraid of what is
Oh, what a
happening
horrible
to these
stench! I know not the sense origin, and yet it overpowers everything. How foul these orcs are. Still, I would rather stink of their filth than end up frozen in this cave. Thank you for your aid, Vontu. I shall begin tailoring these garments into something more befitting of my people.
These are desperate times.
It is sorrowful to hear of the fates that befell some of my kin, Vontu. This forest is a sorry place to meet one's end. Although I am glad to see that these three among our number again, I fear that we, too, are simply awaiting a similar fate here. If you would remain here with us, I am certain there are still more ways you can aid us. Alas, it is as I feared. Huna's face sinks, and he turns to look at the others before shifting back to you. So then, we are trapped in this cave, and the enemy lurks just outside. Curse that monster. I cannot believe what he... Huna's eyes begin to fill with tears, but he composes himself quickly. Your efforts are appreciated, even if we must remain here for now. If you can aid us further, I and the others would be so grateful. I know not what to do. We have been away from my kinsmen for too long now, and the chill of this place has overcome us all. With the orcs patrolling constantly, there remains little hope for our escape, unless something can distract them. But I would not ask you to stand against them, Vontu. Not yet. Before the others and I lost our way, we saw the glow of many torches in the distance. I knew well of the presence of the enemy in this wood, and so we strayed far from their warmth. The orcs must feel this chill too. If you were to scout along the eastern edge of their roadway, perhaps we could learn more of their purposes here. Were I you, I would avoid traveling their path. Their numbers overwhelm even the hardiest of our warriors.
What you thinking?
Probably that we should most likely call it, just because, like I said, we do have stuff we wanted to get to, or that we have people coming over and whatnot. So, what do you think?
I'm leaving it up to you. I'm good either way.
Well, because I mean, you were gonna make some treats for it.
Make some fruit dip. Make some puppy chow.
Yeah. So we have stuff we need to get doing. So we probably need to call it here. And then we may, or it's highly unlikely we'll be back next week, just because there's a tabletop tournament I might be at, but we will see. I haven't made a final decision on it yet. But until next time, I'm Vanlin.
I'm Yummy Elf.
And this is Cow Elf Gaming. We'll catch you in the next one.
See you, everyone.